Like you'd be top tier. You'd be in this upper echelon of trading.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Nux Trades here. Today we're going to be going over the November 28th, 2023 review, giving you some insight into the model today and the delivery that we had. We had two winners today, one that I was able to execute and the other that I was not able to be in front of my charts at the time, but I'll walk you through both of those entries. If you want to be in touch more with content where I'm more active, I do post daily on Twitter. My Twitter is at NuxTrades, like it is on the screen. The link in my YouTube bio and my Twitter bio, I also have a Discord that I am very active in every single day. I've been doing some live trading here recently. Actually, we have a live trading session tomorrow during the PM session that will start at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 1300 UTC 5. So during that, we will review the AM session if we got any trades that day, and then we'll look for live setups as well. And we also do a live trading session on every Friday in the AM session. So tune in to the Discord if you want to be a part of those. It's a great way to learn more about the model and be able to actually see what I'm looking at in live time as opposed to these videos being reviews. The next thing I want to talk about is if you're looking for a funded account, I am now an affiliate with Apex Funded Trader. The link in my Twitter bio and YouTube bio will take you directly to that site to get a funded account. If you're new to trading, this is definitely where I recommend starting off. Funded account can do a ton of great things for your trading, especially when you have low capital, when you just get into trading. Me personally, it's helped me be able to use my funded account to actually put funds that I withdraw into my personal to build personal capital. So that's just how I do it. If you're interested in that, make sure you hit the link in my bio and go over and check out their deals. They're constantly doing discounts, so you can get them for a great price. But yeah, now we can jump right into the video. So this morning, as you can see, I have an execution right here, but I'll walk back and talk through everything that happened today. But yeah, really weird market conditions recently. We've had a lot of chop, especially last week. Before today, I tweeted out that I hadn't taken a trade since November 17th, 11 days ago, and that was 100% true. I haven't had an opportunity to trade. We haven't had the model up here, which um, is good because I'm preserving my capital. I've seen a lot of people getting caught in this chop recently, and fortunate for me in the Discord, we were not one of those people. We were able to keep our profits and keep our capital and look for only good setups and only um, high probability setups. So I'll go in and draw up what we're looking at. So we got the high here, low here from overnight session. We raid the low here, but anything prior to the 9:30 opening, I don't take. But I mean, this 820 gap works here. You can see that. I'll draw it out for you. Um, like I said, this is not something that I take because I don't take anything prior to 9:30, but this gap works. There are people who trade prior to 9:30, but that's just something that I personally don't do because through my trading, I've seen it as less probable than actual New York session after open. So that works, but we're not paying attention to that. So the first thing we're going to look at is this play down here, and I'll mark out 9:30 opening so you can see where that's at on here. Line. So 9:30 opening takes place right here, and we end up getting this less risk entry right here, which sorry, which as you can see ends up playing out, and your stop would have been actually very short right there. You would have only had a 2.5 handle stop down to the previous swing low right there. So it would have been a beautiful play. Obviously delivers 5 handles right there. I didn't take that play personally. I wasn't in front of the charts at the time. I was in class, so I was unable to actually pay attention during the setup. I think some people in the Discord were able to capture this, which was good. It's a good less risk entry setup right there. When we look at the less risk entry setup, we want to have a short stop loss is preferred. I mean, you'll see me go in less risk entries where we have 5 handle stops, but if you can get a 2.5 handle stop, I mean, that's even better, right? So that plays out, but this is the entry that I actually want to look at. So this is where the A plus entry occurred, and I did take this. So we have this high here, and for me, I look at market structure shifts as a close above a previous swing, and that's exactly what we had here. So this candle right here closes above the swing right here, gives us our market structure shift, and then we form a fair value gap here, and then we are able to ride this up 4 or 5 handles, and I have my stop placed um, below this low because I was able to stretch this fair value gap and get an entry where actually no, it was below this low, this swing low right here, and then I took the top of the gap. So the stop was 4 3/4 handles, and then targeted 5 handles like always, and big rally up to the take profit there, and we were able to get a very big dub after not trading for 11 days. So that was definitely needed for us, and we were able to get that. So less risk entry and A plus entry, 1 for 1 on both, 2 for 2 in the day. So then we get to up here where we raid the high, and after this we're looking for a short setup because we've raided the high. So we're looking for a short setup before 1300. And we get some great fair value gaps. I mean, there's a ton of fair value gaps here that we get, right? I mean, we get this one, um, we get this one, we get this one, and just a ton of gaps. So I was ready to take this gap, but I had to follow my rules with 5 handle stop loss, 5 handle take profit. So um, I mean, you can see it touched the bottom of the gap there, but that's not where my fill was or my order was set. So I had my stop loss set above this gap here. So above this gap here, above these candles, which my stop was probably somewhere around here. And then oh, you know what it was? I actually had it above the body of these candles up here because I wanted to take it all the way to the swing. Because in case this gap got filled here, I wanted to be able to see it react off of that gap and give it a little space there. So because of that, I had to take my fill up to here. So I was still within this gap. It was just higher than the bottom of the gap. So never got the fill there, and then once I saw it rip after hitting the bottom of the gap, I canceled my order. So kind of an unfortunate event that we weren't able to get a short entry, even though we knew exactly where the market was going to go, which is kind of funny. We're actually able to predict the big moves in the market and be able to tell where it's going to go. It's just sometimes we don't get our entry right, and that's fine because it saves us from losses a ton of times. So that happened, and didn't get the entry. So we went 2 for 2 today with the less risk entry and the A plus entry. And then one thing I wanted to talk about was people are starting to look into these inversion models a lot more. So that's something that we've been investigating and looking into in the Discord. So um, the inversion model played out a couple of different times today. That's not really something that I focus on a ton. So it's not something that I'm going to be reviewing in these videos as of right now, unless I start trading those models and I get more accustomed to it and I can actually talk about it and explain thoroughly what's going on. Yeah, so then one other thing I wanted to look at was oil. Uh, People have been telling me, and I've been looking into how well oil has been performing with our model recently, and it's been doing very well. Oil is not something that I typically trade, but if you look, I'll go over this really quick. So high low, Low rate comes here. Wait for an entry after 9:30, and here would have been our gap. And this looks like our less risk entry for us because we don't get a close above this swing high. We get a close on it, but not above it. But less risk entry plays out right there. Perfect. And then, yeah, so that's the play today. Um, I mean, just an absurd amount of RR here if you were to ride that all the way to the top. So, I mean, almost 4.5 RR. Well, to the top it probably was. Yeah, over 4.5 RR to the top. Something that I'm looking into a little bit more just to experiment with and give us some more opportunities. But nonetheless, 2 for 2 today. November's almost over. It's been a slow month, I will say. Definitely above above average for typical models, but subpar for our model, if that makes sense. So be on the lookout for that November review, monthly review. Once the month comes to an end, I'm able to get all that data together. But that's about all I have for you guys. So if you want to stay in touch, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Nux Trades. Be sure to join the Discord if you want to keep up with live trading sessions and live commentary. That's in my Twitter bio and my YouTube bio. So join up. We'd be happy to have you. Answer any questions you have, and it's a great time, great community. But nonetheless, until I talk to you guys next time, peace out and safe trading.